What's good, YouTube? Hitman X. Make sure I hit that like, hit that sub. Show your boy some love. Real quick video, man. Just wanted to speak on Devin Booker being now listed as questionable. We know he's missed about 7 games, if I'm not mistaken. He's missed about 7 games this year with the hamstring injury, and you don't want to rush anybody back with that. So I don't see Devin Booker playing tonight, but it's a good sign to see that he's questionable because now he could be available pretty soon. I'm hoping he'll be available for the Christmas Day game, seeing how that'll be our first Christmas Day game in almost over a decade. So I would like to see Devin Booker playing that game, man. It's been long. It's been way too long. We've been without Devin Booker. I need to see my guy out there playing, man. You know, especially for Christmas. But he's listed as questionable. I feel like he'll be coming back real soon. But even without him, I still like the squad. Y'all listen, I understand y'all gonna say it's biased. Of course, you're gonna say that he's a Phoenix Suns fan. But if you look at all the metrics, just like we were last year, we're still top 10 in most of the major statistical categories. And a lot of these teams that you like to hype aren't. You know, so that just is what it is. You know, a lot of people say we were a fluke. Listen, I'm not gonna go over the hate shit. You know, like saying that we were a fluke as hater shit, right? But it's idiotic to say that the Phoenix Suns had a fluke season last year, or we're just a good regular season team last year after what happened. You know, and especially seeing how we duplicated what we did last year. That's just great basketball to watch. Even without our best player, Devin Booker. A lot of people say CP3. I feel like Devin Booker is our best player. They still play the same brand of basketball. And as long as Monty Williams is there, as long as CP3 is there, we're in good hands. One thing I will say the Phoenix Suns need to improve on, now that we got a good sample size of this season and what the Phoenix Suns' strengths and weaknesses are, we have to find a body on those rebounds. Stop getting out rebounded. Stop giving up rebounds, right? If it's not JaVale McGee, if it's not DA, it's like everybody else leaks out. And I get it. You want to get transition buckets. You want to get buckets as fast as possible. But you have to at least secure the possession before we worry about scoring, right? You got to secure that because you don't want to give up second chance opportunities, especially the great teams, great shooting teams, right? You don't want to do that. Simple and plain. Now, like I said, we're great in transition. We're still top. If I'm not mistaken, I think we're top 5 in assists. I know we're top 5 in scoring or whatever. That's going to come. But that shouldn't be our issue. We're also top 10 in defense, and we need to secure the rebounds because we're at the bottom of the pack on them boards. So I'm going to nitpick. I'm going to find ways that we can improve our roster. Bringing in a guy like Thaddeus Young for Jalen Smith, I've always been big on that. I know my guy Polo likes to say getting some bonus will make us better, which it more likely will. But you got to think about it. We would have to give up pieces for saying there's interest, but hopefully there's interest where we don't have to give up any major key rotational players. I don't want to give up any rotational players for us a bonus. If we could give them up, if we could get them for Jalen Smith and a draft pick, that's the ideal situation. But guess what? It's not going to happen. Jalen Smith, Landry Shamet, that's not going to happen. You got to give up a guy like Cam Johnson. You got to give up a guy like Mikal Bridges, and I'm just not ready to do that. But either way it goes, we're in good hands. There's no need to make a trade when you're first in the West or you're top 2 in the West. There's no need to make any major trades regardless. But like I said, that Thaddeus Young trade, that's a very sneaky move. You can give up Jalen Smith, who's barely getting rotational minutes, for a guy who's a veteran, 33 years old, and in my opinion, not washed up. He doesn't get any minutes in San Antonio because he doesn't want to be there. He didn't choose to be in San Antonio. He was a filler in the DeMar DeRozan trade. So you get a guy like that in a winning culture as opposed to San Antonio, I feel like you'll see a completely different player. So go get a guy like Thaddeus Young. You bolster that bench because now you have Jay Crowder and Thaddeus Young at the 4 rotational. That's a great move, man, for the Phoenix Suns, and it's a James Jones type move. I see that move happening before a bonus trade happening. But outside of that, I ain't got nothing else. Hitman X, man, I appreciate y'all for tapping in. If you're catching this late, hit the comment section. Let me know how you feel about this one. I'm out of here, man. Y'all be easy, man. Salute.